ADEPT, software platform for automated economic analysis. Why ADEPT? Each year, World Bank produces dozens of reports, policy notes, and studies. These include poverty assessments, labor market studies, educational health assessments, and many others. Reports on different countries over different years often use similar sets of tables and graphs. Significant resources, both in terms of time and money, are devoted to the production of these analytical results. Being involved in many of these activities, we realized a possibility to automate this process, and we decided to develop software for automated economic analysis. Automated economic analysis. We wanted the software to be able to achieve several objectives. Our main goal was to speed up the production of basic analytical results and free resources for more meaningful and interesting tasks. We also wanted to be able to quickly introduce new methods and techniques to a wide audience of policy practitioners. We wanted to minimize human errors and to be able to generate standard and comparable results across countries and for the different years. And thus we developed ADEPT. ADEPT, from data to report. We can think of ADEPT as a very sophisticated calculator. We put our data into ADEPT and it spits out the print-ready reports consisting of dozens of tables and graphs. The diagram on this slide describes the process of generating reports based on user-supplied data. With ADEPT interface, the user loads his data into ADEPT. The data could be any user record data, such as Living Standard Monitoring Survey data, data from demographic and health surveys, DHS, from the labor force survey, and other types of data. The user tells ADEPT what variables in the loaded datasets corresponds to the variables required for a particular module and selects tables and graphs he wants to produce. ADEPT computational kernel that is based on Stata statistical engine processes the request and generates print-ready tables and graphs. We are currently in version 4 of ADEPT. This version accepts individual and household level data in Stata and SPSS format. Our software requires minimal data preparation. It conducts extensive checks and reports to users potential problems with their data. ADEPT can be used as a tool to simulate the impact of various policies on poverty, labor market, educational and health outcomes. ADEPT is also convenient for sensitivity analysis. ADEPT is intuitive and requires minimal time to learn its basic features. We estimate that currently we have about 500 users of ADEPT in the World Bank, universities, international research institutions, and government agencies around the world, and we expect to increase our user base when the new modules of ADEPT are released. The current version of ADEPT consists of 4 modules: poverty, labor, gender, social protection. We plan to release modules on education, health, inequality and targeting in the end of 2009, beginning 2010. Modules of ADEPT offer a solution to a particular problem. Each module produces sets of predefined analytical results, tables and graphs that are sufficient to provide an initial assessment of the economic conditions. For example, ADEPT Poverty provides diagnostics for poverty and inequality situation. ADEPT Labor produces results for the analysis of the conditions in the labor market. ADEPT Social Protection examines the targeting efficiency of existing programs of social protection. ADEPT is a combination of software tools and their substantive contributions from the expert in the field. ADEPT Labor is based on the guidelines for the analysis of the labor market in developing countries by Gary Fields from Cornell University. ADEPT Poverty was developed in close cooperation with Martin Revelian, the world-leading expert in poverty and inequality analysis. A book by Adam Wagstaff was a basis for ADEPT Health module. We are working on the new module for the different fields of applied economic analysis. We also plan to extend the functionality of ADEPT to the simulations and projections. We invite you to watch our video tutorials available on this website for the detailed instructions on how to work with ADEPT and how to interpret its output. Our website also contains materials on the program installation, user guides, and manuals.